My name is Eric Kimondo, and help me to specially welcome Mr. Felix Nzuki, a professional business coach from Otipro Limited, and he's here together with us to talk to us about marketing management. Karibu sana sa.
Thank you, Eric. It's always a pleasure to be here to interact with our audience. I know these are entrepreneurs, these are business leaders. So these issues about how we can have healthy businesses, performing businesses, I think it is in everybody's interest to see that the success of every venture they're starting, they see the light of the day. So this conversation is just to sharpen one another, to make us seek that 1% improvement. You know, the other day we agreed, if at least you can improve 1% of whatever you're doing per day, you're making a lot of progress.
Wow.
So these conversations excite me because I know we are building someone, and this information will provoke someone to change, even if it's that one thing, how they're doing marketing, how they're running the business. As we move closer to success, all we want to see is succeeding businesses for the sake of our economy, our families, the nation. Yeah, this is what we are called to do.
Wow. And you've been taking us on a very wonderful series here, starting from the transition from tertiary education to the workplace. You also talk to us about communication. Define for us marketing management.
Let's start by, again, revisiting how we look at a business. You know, a successful business, the other day we were looking at a number of businesses. If you take 10 businesses, which seemingly are doing very well, and then you compare what are the trends, what are the common things appearing to across all of them, you'll find at least 3 things are standard across them. The governance is good, marketing, and financial reportings. So when you look at businesses which are struggling, take any 10 businesses and look at their governance, look at their marketing efforts, and look at their financial reporting principles and practices. You begin to draw some commonalities. You begin to observe certain trends common to all of them. So indeed, we are saying every successful business, there are some fundamental principles which, if observed, if when you obey as a business, success is more guaranteed. Success is closely assured because you're obeying these fundamental principles of business. So one of that now is what we're looking at today. We are calling it marketing management. This is our all new subject, which is the, like I can call, the lifeblood of the business. So I want to define marketing management in this manner. Every business exists to do certain 3 functions and looks at 2 great outcomes. Now, every business will want to create value. Then they need to communicate value. Then they have to deliver this value to a target market. That is an outcome. And then at a profit. So I call it the CCDV TP mantra. Create, communicate, deliver value. 3 functions. At a target, to a target market, at a profit. So now when we are measuring the health and the performance of a business, we are looking at, our eyes are fixed on these 3 functions. Are you creating value? Are you communicating this value? And are you delivering to the expected customer? So when we talk about creating value, this is a subject we call product management. you know, this has evolved quite a lot. A few years ago, product development, if you have an organization, if you have a business, it would have been more an inside research by your team. It's a business secret. Now, today, product management is no longer a business secret. You look out there, what are the other businesses doing similar to what I'm doing? How are they better than me? What improvements can I do to my product and service to meet the expectation of the consumer much better than my competitors? So product management is now evolving. So there's a lot of benchmarking. There's a lot of comparison. We're looking across our industry, what others are doing, and then we build a product based on that. So now you find that now product development is a place we want to make sure the marketer is seated on that table. Because when we are creating a product, we have seen a need in the market, we have seen a gap, and we want to go and fill that gap. We have seen a problem, and we want to go and solve that problem. But now that problem, we want to solve it more effectively and efficiently than our competitors. So what are we saying? We want to create a differentiation. We want to be differentiated from the next available solution. So now that differentiation is our secret. If the marketer is not aware about that one thing which makes our product different than the competitor, when they're going to sell, they'll sell the ordinary. So when you look at our product development journey, we are trying to be extraordinary. We are trying to introduce one aspect into our product, one aspect into our business, and that is the conversation we don't want our marketers to miss. You know, previously, product development was left to the research and development team. Then they build the product and they throw it to the marketers to go get rid of it. We have a full warehouse of product, move the product by tomorrow. So, you know, the consumer of today is it's very sensitive. They are buying at an emotional level. If it's not speaking to their heart, when I'm buying something as a consumer, I will ask myself, how do I feel about it? If I'm going to buy a shirt, I need to dress not how it looks. How do I feel when I'm in that shirt? So it's more at an emotional level. The consumer now, you need to appeal to their emotions. So if now the marketer is left out of that equation when we are sitting down to design our product, when we are sitting down to design our service and bring that one differentiator, we need our marketers to be in that conversation. So that's why we are redefining market management from number one, product development. So when we are creating products, when we are innovating, the marketer must be in that room. So this is now the evolution of marketing. This is evolution of businesses. Businesses who are winning in the marketplace, this is the approach they are taking. They bring everyone in the room. We hear and we understand, why is our product different? What are those things? You know, I had an experience in one of my previous places of work. We had this awesome product. From the technological perspective, we had released a very exciting product. But now when I look to the marketing team, what they are communicating, they have no idea the excitement we have introduced into the product. And this is not now what they're positioning in the market. So what are we saying? We don't want to repeat that mistake of leaving the product, the marketer, out of product development. So we said that there are three things. You create, you communicate, and you deliver. Now let me go to the next one. Communicate, value. Now this is what we call brand management. If I ask you what is your understanding of brand management, it used to be packaging. What are your brand colors? What is your logo? When we look at your company, what do we see? We say, this is Prayer Cave because we can see the brand. That is what used to be brand management. But now this one is evolving as well to what we are calling brand promise. Let me ask you a question. If I mention Subaru, what comes to your mind? Speed. We know, we associate Subaru with speed.
The exhaust.
Yes. Immediately start thinking, you're looking for a car for speed. When I talk about BMW, comfort and luxury. So the brand is associated with certain promise. So now we want to look at your brand and immediately start thinking, what is the brand promise? The moment you mention your business to people, what comes to their mind immediately? That is the promise. So have you built your brand to that level that now to the ears of the consumer, they associate you with certain specific promise? So now when we are doing market management, this is the promise we want to deliver to the customer. We want to live up to our promise. Yesterday, I was walking around the city and then I came across this new eatery, a very nice hotel. So to my surprise, the hotel was very full of people. There was a beehive of activity. It's a new hotel. Then I asked my friend, what do you think is happening? He told me the consumer of today is very careful about the brand promise. They are coming to sample. And tomorrow they come again. Next week they come again. If you keep they find the promises, the brand is good. Then if you consistently provide the same quality, you might maintain the numbers. But I've seen the market is very quick to realize when the brand promise changes and they quickly move on to the next available provider of the quality they're looking for. You know, as businesses, we exist in a sea of competition. And all of us, we are fighting for that one consumer. So now when we are speaking about brand promise, is our marketer fully aware about the promise we are promising the customer? So if our marketers carry that with them, then this is what they will sell. So brand communication, we communicate in different platforms. Of course, our marketing people, we will position us in different media. What are they telling the customer? Are they carrying our story, what we promise the customer? That is what we call brand promise. So the third one, we talked about now, creating value, communicating value. Now we want to talk about delivering value. Delivering value is what we call customer management. We've done product management. We've done brand management. Now we are looking at the customer. Customer management. So customer management is something we call customer journey. In your product, in your service, you really want the customer to be part of it because he's the consumer. So the customer will give you feedback and we'll tell you what you can improve. We'll tell you what you can do, slight changes, and you realize big improvements on your product. So if you walk the journey with the customer as part of your business, then you realize that now you're solving their problem. You're not building just your product. You know, the conversation has changed a lot over time. Before, people used to just say, let us innovate a product and then we have to push it to the market. Sort of, we have to force them accept. Right now is we go to the market, we go to the customer, and then we listen. We put our ears on the ground. And then what is the customer asking for? Then I will come and design based on that. And then on that journey of designing or developing a solution, I keep asking, I keep interacting with the customer. So the customer is part of the process. So if you really want a successful business, go out there and look for that target market. Identify. Now, the extent to which you understand the needs, the expectations, and the desires of the customer, that is now the first level of winning. You can always tell success. Success starts by the knowledge you have about your customer. If you don't have a lot of awareness about your consumer, you don't understand their consumption patterns, you don't understand what excites them, what is that spark they want to experience, then you will not deliver that. You deliver what you feel is good for you. You get it? But it's not what is good for the customer. This is the departure. So what has been happening in our businesses, we've created what we call silos. So you have a business team, you have a research and development team. All of them are doing exemplary work. And then you have a marketing and sales team. Also, they're supposed to do a good job. So now, when these three exist in separation, we call it silos. You're building walls, but now they needed to tap from each other. So the product developer will sit with the marketer and ask the marketer, what is the customer saying? So the more information we get from the marketer on behalf of the customer, better still if we get this information from the consumer. What is the consumer saying? So we now embed this into our design of solutions. So what are we saying? We are saying any business you're doing, don't do it for you. Do it to satisfy the need of the customer. If you're going to put a smile onto the face of the customer, they're going to go to their pocket and release money. So we only realize profits when the customer is happy. So the level to which you're going to make the customers happy, you're going to realize your profit. So now this is now what we are redefining as market management.
Wow.
You understand? You realize we are not talking about marketing.
There's a change of conversation there.
Yeah. We are moving now to marketing management, which involves management of three aspects: product management, brand management, and customer management. We collectively bring this together and we form a collaboration of experts. Now we are ready to go and deliver that product to the target market at a profit.
Wow.
Anytime you realize we are delivering, but not at a profit, at a loss, now you want to question those three things. These are the fundamentals of business. Fundamentals of any resilient and sustainable business will be on those three.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. What are the most critical aspects of market management?
Now, look at these three aspects we have just touched on. If you're to pick any of those, Which one would you go for?
Third one.
That one. You know, there's a saying that the customer is king.
Yeah.
How true is that saying? That saying is perfect. Whoever developed that quote and statement, he was spot on. The customer is king. So before anything, think customer first. Where is the place of the customer? So if now whatever we are doing it for the king. So we want to please the king. We want to satisfy the king. We're not looking for profits. Profit is an outcome of satisfying the king.
The customer, yeah.
Yes. Profit is an outcome of the king smiling. So focus on making the king happy. Customer is the king. So whether it's a service, whether it is a business, you know, there are businesses are all kinds. We have all manner and kinds of business. The principles are the same. If you want your business to be sustainable, if you want your business to be very efficient, if you want your business to be very profitable, can you start measuring the satisfaction of the customer? So there's a score which has been created. It's a standard score. It's called the Net Promoter Score. Net Promoter Score means if you consume my services, if you consume my products, then I will come back and ask you, Eric, what is the likelihood of you mentioning me to someone? And what will you tell them? Of course, there's likelihood of you mentioning, but is it on the negative? Is it on the positive? This is what we call net promoter. So how many people measure this? You know, we are talking about SMEs. Of course, I know the big corporates, they have made this as part of their practice. They have made this as part of their culture. But now we are saying, even at the basic level, at the SME level, is it possible to start looking for customer feedback and asking, what is the customer saying? Are you able to measure? Are you able to develop even the most basic NPS score? It's like just picking your phone and asking, how was the service? I've gone into a few hotels in town, and the moment they serve you, they start asking, how is everything? How is the ambience? You tell them good. After you finish your food, then they ask, how was it? Now, that is getting feedback. Now, what you're saying, this feedback should be documented, should be now collected in form of data, and should be analyzed. Out of 100 customers we served today, how many said they were comfortable, they were satisfied with our services? Then did we ask the next question, that would you mention this to some of your friends? So the likelihood of a customer mentioning you to some of their networks is what we call they're promoting you. Is what we call now the net promoter. We call it net because net looks at the total number of promoters and the detractors. If there are people who are not happy, of course they will tell others about that, and they will be detracting, they'll be destroying your business. So that is the number of detractors. So when you take the total number of promoters and detractors, then you get a net promoter score. Between a scale of 1 to 10, you'll find people above 7 to 10. That is where we have promoters. Between 5 to 7, those are neutral people. They are not here nor there. They can do anything. Depends on the day. People below 5, clearly they will damage your brand. They'll go out there and they will speak bad things about your brand. You need to really manage them. You need to sit them down and say, what did we do wrong? Can you get a chance to correct? Can I serve you another meal if the first one you are not very happy? Really, you need to focus on the detractors, because a lot of times they are more powerful.
Especially in the new age of social media.
Yeah, in social media, you just need one negative reputation. Just want one person to say, I worked with this organization and this is how they treat their workers. Now, the damage this is able to cause, and you invested a lot of money to build your brand. It has taken years. And then one person gives a negative feedback. When you go to YouTube, they have what we call community rules. Why do they have community rules? To give a platform for someone to report you. So when you see people are very careful to obey these rules, because they know it will take only one day to bring all this work down. Yeah. So now you as a business, you as an entrepreneur, you want to be sure you are watching and monitoring feedback from your customers. And especially now, if you can now make it, institutionalize it as a culture, and start now having a net promoter score. And you can say at any particular time, I think this is how we are doing. So let me ask, in a business, you have an entire team. You have the accounting team, you have the sales team, you have the production team, you have everybody. Everyone should be knowing what is our score, because in one way or another, they're going to contribute to that. So as a founder or as an entrepreneur, you need now to build this culture into their bloodline. They need to be aware that a small thing about our customer, this is how it's going to impact our businesses. So the impact and the consequences out of the negative score, we might close the shop, you might lose your job, so that it becomes again a collective effort. Everybody is focusing on the customer. Customer is king. I think when I open a big office, I will write with big letters somewhere. Customer is king. When in the morning I'm greeting my employees, I'll be asking, what is the customer saying? Is the customer happy or not? Are we satisfying the customer? So if we focus, if we keep our eyes on the customer, then we are likely to win their hearts. We are likely to win their emotions, and we are likely to convert them from consumers to customers. So that is what I would consider the most critical aspect in market management. So when you're sending your marketers out there, give them the responsibility of collecting verifiable feedback. Any sale they're going to make, any marketing effort they're going to create, one of their responsibilities, also let them bring the voice of the customer back to the business, so that we can now implement some of these aspects. So market knowledge, market intelligence is extremely important to the success, to determine how far you're going to stretch as a business.
Wow.
Yes.
It's not just selling, just send them out also to collect feedback.
Yes, and bring data.
Elaborate more about purchasing funnel or sales funnel.
Sales funnel, purchasing funnel, marketing funnel. It's a funnel. It's, whatever name we call it. We are just saying, are we cautious of the numbers? So if I ask, how healthy is your business? You'll say, are we doing good? No, that is not good enough. That is not good enough. Yeah. You should be telling me, we aspired to sell to 10 customers. We got 9 customers, and I think that is beyond our expectations. We have met our expectations. Numbers speak. So now introducing the concept of sales funnel, the concept of marketing funnel is simply asking, are we measuring our conversion efforts? So because we have a market here, we call it market potential. These are consumers. Consumers are not customers. Everyone is a consumer. So the market is available for us to go and fish. So now the person who will buy the product becomes the customer, becomes the client. So we start with the consumer and we want to convert them to a client. So chances are, if you talk to 100 people, are you going to get 100 clients buying your product? No.
No, right.
So now we began looking at a funnel. So we want to introduce this concept of marketing funnel or sales funnel to understand how conversion takes place, how these numbers narrow down, and what efforts we need to put at every level so that now the number of conversion at the bottom is slightly bigger. So you don't look at the bottom without looking at the top. So now, as the name suggests, it is a funnel. It means it takes this shape of a funnel. On top, it's very wide.
Very big. 100. You talk to 100 people.
Yeah. So let me use which number? 100 is a good number. 100 is a good number.
Okay.
So when you create awareness, the sales funnel starts with awareness.
Big one.
The first stage of marketing is awareness. So go out there and create awareness and be able to measure how many people now have heard about your brand. How many people are aware that you exist? How many people can tell, Eric is selling this and this? So that is called awareness. Can we measure that number? Facebook, Instagram, they will talk about reach. How many people are we reaching? We are creating awareness. So now if you're looking at creating awareness to, let's say, 10 million people, then you ask yourself, how can I reach that kind of a population? Today we are at the digital age where we can use digital marketing. So when we go to the website, when we go to social media, whether it is TikTok, whether it is Facebook, whether it is the YouTube, they are asking you, do you want to boost? Do you want to boost your information? So they're asking you, what reach do you want us to help you reach? Okay, how many people do you want to create awareness? At least they hear about you, not buy. Yeah. At least they know that you exist. So that is called awareness. So we want to target such a big population at the awareness stage so that now when the numbers come down, we increase our chances of conversion. So what happens after you create awareness to a population? A good number of that, they want to engage. They are genuinely interested. They will realize this is the problem I've been wanting to solve. This person is talking about something which has been disturbing me. They create genuine interest because you're speaking their language. You're speaking to their problem. So that number, not everybody who has heard about you, of course, they have this need. No. So those who have this need create genuine interest. So now they can engage you. They will write to you and ask, can you tell me more about this? Where can I find this? They start asking such questions. How do you sell this? So that is called engagement. So now we are looking at, if you created awareness to 1 million people, how many are engaging? So for us to answer that question, we go back. What was the quality of your awareness? You know, you can create awareness when you put a billboard there, everyone is going to see. But is it attractive enough to provoke engagement? So what is the quality? So you begin now to analyze that in terms of quality, such that now you want to convert as many to engage, as many at least to ask. You know, when you go out there and you're selling your merchandise and someone is asking you, what is the price? It's very encouraging to the seller. Some people just want to be asked, what are you selling? They feel good enough. Even if you don't buy, they say, just ask. So that is engagement. Extremely important. So now, after now they are engaging, what is the next level? You want them to go to the next level of considering. We call it consideration. So now that is now the language of the market, the salesperson. They need to convert these people at least to consider. So they will ask, they will go deeper, and because they are interested, they will ask specific questions. Can I see the data sheet? Can I see the specification? They go, can I do test drive if it is a car? Now, someone who is going to that level, they have come to your, they saw the car in the advert, they've come to your showroom, and now they want to test drive. That person is at that level. This is a customer journey. So we are not quick to go to the sale. It's a journey, we are taking the journey. So make sure you don't lose them on the way. A lot of time, our salespeople will make assumptions and then they will offend the customer and lose them on the journey. So we want to be very careful to win them from level number 1. And they go to level number 2. And then from level number 2, we go and fish them using defined tactics. That's why we train our salespeople. So that now we fish them from level number 2, where they were engaging, and bring them down to consideration. That you feel you cannot go back. I have to buy this. I have to commit my money to this. Now that is at the level of consideration. So if they buy, they've made a decision. It's called action. They've gone to level number 5. They have taken a decision. They have purchased. You've converted them. So have we finished? No. There's one more. At the last level, it's called advocacy. Advocacy is, are you going to retain them? They have bought your product, but are they likely to come back? So the likelihood of them coming back also depends on how you're going to manage them. So don't sell and then you forget that you need them to come back. So you need them to at the selling point, you need to give them the best experience so that they feel valued as a customer, and then they are likely to come back for more. They are likely to bring a friend. They are likely to refer someone. Now, that is called advocacy. So now, that is the customer journey. 5 levels. Does our marketers, does our salespeople understand that it takes a funnel to deliver these numbers we are asking for? So when I give, if I give you targets, I say we need to sell 10 units. What will go into your mind? What number goes into your mind? You need to calculate immediately backwards up the funnel. I'll give you a number. Statistically, the conversion rate when you are doing sales and marketing is around 6%. And again, it varies from industry to industry. So, if I need you to sell 6 glasses, how many people should be aware that we sell quality glasses? 100. 100 people must get this message that our glasses are the best in the market. They have the best value. 100 people. And that is targeting to sell 6. If you do less than 100, chances are high. Statistically, I will tell you chances of you selling 6, maybe 5. So you see how the numbers are reducing.
Yeah.
It's called the conversion rate. So now, if you're marketing, if you're selling, the number which needs to go into your mind is the awareness. If your target is to deliver, to sell 1,000 units, you need to know that 1,000 units is 7% of a bigger number. Then you need to look for that number. What number, if I take 7% or 6%, is going to bring me the 1,000? Then the effort, the marketing effort, the marketing resources, the marketing teams, the marketing budget, the marketing language will depend on that bigger number than awareness. So when we are sending our people to Facebook, to Instagram, to YouTube, to TikTok, the reach they're looking for is not the numbers we gave them in the business as targets. If they go with that number, they will give us 6% of that number. So if you tell your people, go and bring me 100 customers, they should not think about that number.
They should think about 600.
Whatever the percentage will be, 6% of them. If they target 1,000 people, now 6% will be 60 people. So they need to target 1,000 to deliver 60. If we need more people, then we need more awareness. So we normally say, throw your bread in many waters and it will come back to you. But now, how big is the pool where we are fishing? If you need to get one fish, go to a place where they are highly concentrated. And if they are around 50 fish there, chances are when you throw, you're likely to get a few. So now the concept of funnel, marketing funnel or sales funnel, is to bring the idea that not everyone you talk to will convert to a customer.
Yeah.
So we call them consumers. You will hear about leads, prospects. Now those are conversions. From lead, you convert them into, this one we use their suspects. Suspect is someone interested. Then you convert a suspect to a prospect. Prospect is someone considering. Then you convert a prospect to a customer. Customer is a buyer. So whereas the business is interested on the buyer, they need to keep an eye on the leads, on the suspects, on the prospects before we get the buyer. So this applies to whether it is an SME, whether it is a startup, whether it is a service, whether it's an event, whether it's an idea, whether it is a non-government organization, whether it is a government organization. We are their consumers. The citizen is the consumer. They need to apply the same philosophy because we consume based on our emotions, and they need to appeal to us. So everybody. So we are not talking to marketers. We are talking actually to leaders. If you need to influence these masses of people, then the strategy is get your word to a group of people, create awareness to a bigger group, and then start developing them from one level to another, using certain tactics, using certain efforts, being very sure about the numbers. So we really want to encourage our entrepreneurs that we start the practice of collecting data. Collecting data. Because if I can collect data on the level of awareness, then I know if I need to put more effort to convert them to engagement. And if I can collect data there, I need to know what effort I need to put in place. I need to know, I will be able to tell where I lost the customer on the customer journey. So it is not hit and run. You don't go out there and sell. You develop a journey. Create a conversation, awareness, engagement, interest, consideration, then win them. So this is how we need to look at marketing management. It's a complete journey. So we started with the collaboration, how internally we need to collaborate between product management. We came to brand management, and we finished with customer management. And then we introduced a concept called the funnel. This is about numbers, tracking numbers. And also we've touched about NPS. Are we listening to the ground? We don't want to sit comfortable, and then someone will tell us qua ground. And here we are waiting for the results. You get it? We need to connect with the ground. That's now the concept of marketing management. It's bigger than sometimes we are shallow in marketing. We're just touching parts of it. We need to look at it wholesomely, collectively. There's a lot of collaboration. It's an art, it's a journey, it's a process. And then we are going to say, we're going to have successful enterprises. We are going to have efficient enterprises. We are going to create happy economies because of these fundamental principles.
Wow.
Yes.
If you're an entrepreneur right there, a leader, go back to the footage of this episode. There's a totally different kind of marketing management style that has been introduced here by Mr. Felix. That is so profound. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Talk to us about Optipro Limited and what you do, and also give us your phone number. The 2 minutes we have.
Thank you very much. In Optipro, we exist to create efficiencies and sustainability to organizations. Our mission is geared towards seeing your success. Your success is our joy. If you're an entrepreneur, are you running your business efficiently? Are there segments and sections of your business which we can come and accelerate, whether it is your people? We train and convert them to be intrapreneurs. You know, that's a new developing subject. If you are an entrepreneur, you need intrapreneurs. Employees will mess you. Intrapreneurs, people who are thinking business.
Wow.
Entrepreneurial mindset. Now that is what we do. We come and transform and convert them to entrepreneurs to make sure the entrepreneur is happy.
We don't need employees now. We need
Entrepreneurs. So if you want to reach me, you can reach me through WhatsApp. You can reach me through my WhatsApp number will be 0720 327978. You'll find me in 0720 327978. When you go on social media, you'll find us as at Optipro KE. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you'll get us there, and let's have this conversation moving. Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
We also provide online trainings just in case you're very far from even outside of our country.
Yeah. True.
Wow. That brings us to the end of the episode today on marketing management. It's a totally different concept. We've learned about customer journeys, and we thank God for everything.